But this man has no hair. And he's a part of the Flyers radio network. As the breaking news, the Ducks have matched the offer sheet for Leo Carlsson. And Jason Myrtetus joins us live on Zoom right now. What's up, Jason?
First time, long time.
So we were talking earlier this week, and you said that a lot of times teams take this down to the very last minute. The Ducks did not do that. This is according to Elliot Friedman. Everything that you're hearing, is this what you're hearing as well? The Ducks are going to match the offer sheet?
Yeah, they put it out officially on their Twitter that, Leo's back for 5 years, and they had a quote from the owner, the Samuelis, and also a quote from Pat Verbeek. No quote from Leo Carlsson in that he may be back home in Sweden at this point, or I doubt it because he was here to sign a sheet. But, it's a done deal. He's going back to Anaheim. The Flyers' 4 first-round picks over the next 4 consecutive years will remain theirs, along with that Toronto Maple Leafs unprotected pick in either the 27 or 28 draft. It's still to be determined which one they'll have it in, likely 27. But, yeah, it's a failed attempt. And I know, kind of the instant reaction. I feel it, too. And I don't ever want to tell fans kind of what to feel or what to think. But the instant reaction is that we lost something. This happens when you lose something you never actually had. But that's the feeling, right? Because you see the player, you know what kind of player he is, and was it an overpayment at first? Of course. That's what it takes to get a guy like that. And for it not to come all the way to fruition and for him to be returning to the Ducks stings because you have visions. Now, that's the 1C you wanted, the big pivot up the middle and, a 21-year-old franchise center. And you feel like you lost something you never had, and that stings a little bit. But that's sports, and you're putting yourself out there, right, and allowing yourself to dream for a moment.
Yeah, and when he signs the contract, then it's a matter of it's out of your control. But still, it's natural to say, okay, here's what the lines look like now. Here's what you're getting with this player, and so that's what you do.
He signed the contract.
Yes, he signed it, right.
He chose there were 4 offer sheets. One was 7 years, and he chose the Flyers. You're like, oh, man, this is great, Somebody picked us for a change. We're used to being spurned, right?
Yeah.
Well,
not this time.
Well, to a point, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I guess let's stay with this because I don't want to ask what's next. We'll get to that. But, I'm not trying to hang the Briere banner that he tried, but it means something to me that they were aggressive, right? And they have to be aggressive because these free agents don't happen like they used to, right, Jason? So I guess my big picture question would be, how much credit does Danny Briere and Keith Jones deserve for at least taking a shot at this?
Yeah, put Danny Holford in ownership in there, too, because when you're making a decision to that level,
very true.
You got to get the sign-off of the big dogs, 18 mil. So, yeah, they all stepped up to the plate on this, and ultimately it didn't work. And that's where it's out of their hands. The team does have the first right of refusal. But to me, it says 3 things, really important things. Number one, it says that, hey, this premier player was available for an offer sheet. He got multiple, and he chose the Flyers. So I read into that there's a perception. Yeah, it was a lot of money, and there was more term on another one, but he still chose the Flyers. So obviously that puts the organization in a good view and a good light from a player perspective. Also, going down the road, every player in the NHL is very keenly aware that they just offered a 21-year-old to be the highest paid hockey player of all time at $18 million a year and $39 million in the first year. Every player notices that, and that doesn't just fly over their head. So whether this is planting a seed when Connor McDavid wants out of Edmonton, whatever it might be, I'm going too far down the road, but they all know that the Flyers are not messing around. And number 3, it's Danny Briere planting a flag that he went down a road with an offer sheet that not a lot of GMs would get the permission to do from their owner. And he went down that road and really put the screws to Anaheim. It shows other GMs around the league that this team's not screwing around.
Yeah.
When there's a big name out there, like the Eagles and Howie Roseman, expect the Flyers to be in the mix because they clearly showed that they're at an inflection point, that they're ready to add a premier talent to this organization, and they will go to very, very big pockets to do it.
Yep, and it might be more of a veteran next time, but it's clear they know they need their best player, right? At this point?
Yeah, they're not oblivious to the fact that they need a number one center, right? That's a great point, John, because that's what it shows. The awareness, like I always knew they were aware of that, but the awareness that this is actions beyond the words of the awareness that they know they need a premier player up the middle for this team to ultimately have success.
Yeah, it's like in the NFL when you know you need a franchise quarterback. The problem is you just can't snap your fingers and that guy's going to appear. And I guess that's the next question is, what do they do now? Is this, we took a shot, we're not going to force it because the player's not there? And Danny Briere said last Thursday that he said that, there's a good chance we take a little bit of a step back. But, are they going to try to make the best move that's available right now? Or are they really true to what they're trying to do in building the team?
Look, they have not cut any corners. I always say, like, the team in the past, whenever they went through a rebuild, they never called it that, first of all. I think Ed Snyder would have broke out in hives when he was alive, if you heard that word. But they've never microwaved any of it. You know what happens when you microwave a pizza? It tastes like microwave pizza. You're chewing gum, right?
No good.
You got to slow cook the pizza. You got to do it properly.
What about a micro bake? Because I like to do the half microwave and then you put it in the air fryer.
John?
It's not bad.
See, you read my mind. I do that with the Ilios and the Celeste.
Huh.
It's not bad. At late night. It's only late night, though. But no, they haven't cut any corners because they've said all along, and in my private conversations too, I'll reveal it, that we're not building this thing the kind of way that we did in the 2010s, where we go to the playoffs one year, get knocked out in the first round, miss the next, go back. Like, that doesn't do them any good. They want to build a good, sustainable Stanley Cup winning caliber team for a decade because it's really hard to win a cup. You look at Colorado, how good they are. They've won one with that group. Yeah. So it's really hard. And that's what you hope to do is put yourself in position to do that on a number of occasions and get one or two or however many you can. So, yeah, I don't envision them cutting any corners. Plus, Keith Jones said this to me not this past December, but the December before when I interviewed him one time. He said, you don't go out and get the best available player and pay for him. You go out and you wait for the best player for your situation. Not the best available, because the best available is just a lot of what's available right now.
Right.
It's where you got to be prudent and wait to get the best. And I think that's what they'll do. And I think that would be the prudent move right now. You can't force a move. And who's out there available? You can say, well, offer sheet Fantilli. You could do that, but he's not Leo Carlsson, but he's damn good.
Right.
Drop the puck.
I wouldn't just shift this offer sheet to him. I wouldn't pay him 18.
I was saying it a little bit more with enthusiasm, exuberance if they were able to get Carlson. But still, though, there's a lot to be excited about this team. We know that. And you know what, Jason? Flyers fans are right there. Because that video we did with you earlier this week got tremendous views, and rightfully so. We're talking about the highest paid player in the NHL potentially putting on a Flyers uniform, so there was a lot of excitement and buzz behind it. Let me ask you this, because we did play the Briere cut just before you hopped on where he said, hey, potentially we could take a step back, and I'm paraphrasing there. What was your takeaway from when Danny Briere addressed the media and said exactly those words? Was it more GM speak, just cautious with the approach? And, hey, man, we appreciate the enthusiasm, but we got to be real. It's difficult to win in the NHL. What was your takeaway when Briere said that potentially this team could take a step back?
Look, I don't think he does a lot of messaging through the media. I think he's honest. And Danny played in the league for a long time. Any team could take a step back. If you look at the Devils, made the playoffs a couple of years ago, won a round, and they've been back since. And they got Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, they got Dougie Hamilton. They made moves to try and make themselves better. It's a tough league in a 32-team league. It's not the old days where everybody makes the playoffs in hockey. Well, there was 16 teams that made it, and there was only 21 teams in the league, so that wasn't far off. It's a different league now. Half get in, half don't. And it's tight, and everybody's trying to get better. When he said it, I thought to myself, well, I probably wouldn't have said it. But I think that Danny is a little bit, he's honest, very honest sometimes. It's just the way he is, his disposition. It's why I love covering him as a player, because he was very honest, but he was never malicious in intent or overly intense where it came off as agenda-driven. I think he's more of a conversationalist. Yeah, we could stay. We're prepared for that, and we'll have to pivot. Because you got to see, there's a lot of question marks. When you have as many young players on your team, your second youngest team in the league, there's going to be that fear of, hey, we could take a step back because players may not take the next step next year. They may take it later because, development is not a linear line straight up. Oftentimes it goes up and then it comes down and it goes up again. So it's not a straight line up. And like I said the other day, you got to see how Mishkov bounces back, how Martone does in a full year, and all these parts of the equation, the goaltending and everything. And that will determine it next year. But the team's got to develop identity right away in the season, which is going to start a little earlier in September this year, 84-game schedule. You got to develop that identity right away, and don't be chasing it like next year like you did this year.
All right.
You're not going to get away with that multiple years.
I like that.
There he is. He's done it again. Jason Myrtetus. Jason, percentage chance LeBron James signs with the Sixers?
I'll go coin flip.
50.
Oh, he's up to 50.
Yeah.
All right. Even Bob Cooney said 20 or 25, right? Something like that.
I mean, I look at it, I go, what's LeBron now as a player, right? But it's still LeBron. Like, it's a huge story. And anytime anybody picks Philadelphia, that's got a huge, like, I'm all over it. I love it. Because we're so, everybody hates us, and when somebody picks us, it feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And damn it, the Philadelphia sports fan needs to feel good. I'm tired of this. We got the Eagles, and they make us feel good a lot.
Good. Make me feel good.
Yeah, make me feel good. And by the way, thanks to Ray for that clip of Orion from Metallica on the way in. That's good work, Ray. Although I am a big Christopher Cross fan.
Hey, Ray.
That's
so you're a
tomorrow.
sailing guy?
Way.
Yeah, that's.
I love Christopher Cross.
Well, we might do Butt Rock Friday. I don't know if that's coming back, but Yacht
What's Butt Rock?
Oh, Butt Rock's right in your wheelhouse too.
No,
I
it's
like
he's
big
too
butts
old.
and I cannot lie.
No,
No, it's Creed.
it's Creed. It's
Nickelback.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those guys.
Take me higher.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're right. He is not a butt rocker. That's for sure.
He's Pantera and heavy metal.
No. We go heavy over here, Sean.
I love it.
You hear some butt rock coming out of this home studio? You can assume the old lady's down here, not me.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see your wife being Motley Crue.
Oh yeah.
Like Sean. Sean's
Oh,
a
I
Motley
liked it.
Crue.
We were singing a little "Home Sweet Home" on our way to Pittsburgh this weekend.
So good.
Oh, nice.
I was out there preaching the gospel of Leo Carlsson, and now I'm home here, hat in hand.
Damn, man. Did you know Tommy Lee played the keys on Home Sweet Home?
He did.
Did you? There you go.
Yeah, remember that from the video back in the
Oh,
day.
who could forget?
My guy.
Yeah.
Mert.
All right, there he is. Jason Myrtetus. Jason, thank you, buddy.